Welcome to Moneycontrol's The Week That Was. A bill to amend the law governing Waqf Board has proposed far-reaching changes in the present Act, including ensuring the representation of Muslim women and non-Muslims in such bodies. The Waqf Bill, set for introduction in the Lok Sabha, also aims at renaming the Act 1995 as the Unified Waqf Management, Empowerment, Efficiency and Development Act 1995. The bill was circulated among the Lok Sabha members ahead of its introduction. According to its statements of objects and reason, the bill seeks to omit Section 40 of the current law relating to powers of the board to decide if a property is a Waqf property. It provides a broad-based composition of the Central Waqf Council and the State Waqf boards and ensures the representation of Muslim women and non-Muslim in such bodies. Supreme Court granted bail to Manish Sisodia in both CBI and ED cases related to the Delhi Excise Policy case. The apex court imposed conditions directing him to surrender his passport and not to influence witnesses. The top court said that Sisodia has suffered a long incarceration. AAP MP Sanjay Singh welcomed the Supreme Court's decision and targeted the India-led Modi government. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman calls on opposition leaders to persuade their state finance minister to propose the removal of the GST 18% on life and health insurance premiums at the GST Council meet. Sitharaman emphasizes the need for state-level action and criticizes protest without prior consultations. Samajwadi Party MP Jaya Bachchan sought an apology from Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar. Reacting to her exchange of words with Jagdeep Dhankar, Samajwadi Party MP Jaya Bachchan said, "I objected to the tone used by the chair. We are not school children. Some of us are senior citizens. I was upset with the tone and especially when the leader of opposition stood up to the speak." He switched off the mic. The market extends the fall for the second consecutive week, ended 9th of August amid high volatility led by US recession fear. Unwinding of yen carried trade, geopolitical tensions in the Middle East in line, RBI policy outcome and mixed earnings from India Inc. This week, BSE Sensex declined 1,276.04 points or 1.57% to close at 79,705.91, while the Nifty 50 index shed 350.2 points or 1.41% to finish at 24,367.50. The BSE Small Cap Index fell nearly 2% with Fusion Microfinance, Sangvi Movers, Lemon Tree Hotels, Automotive Stampings, Mahanagar Telephone Nigam, Syrma SGS Technology falling between 15 to 30%. The Indian rupee touched fresh record low of 83.96 during the week and ended 21 paisa lower against the US dollar at 83.95 on 9th of August against its August 2 closing of 83.74. The MPC of RBI maintained a status quo on policy rates, keeping the benchmark repo rate unchanged at 6.5%. The MPC also maintained the policy stance of withdrawal of accommodation. GDP forecast unchanged for financial year 25, core inflation easing, but food inflation is a key concern. It's long been thought that Michigan voters could play a major role in choosing who the next president will be. Both parties certainly are acting like that's the case. Vice President Kamala Harris, the Democratic nominee, and her running mate Minister Gov, Tim Walz, are campaigning in the state this week. And the GOP nominee, former President Donald Trump, was here a few weeks ago with his vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance. The Ohio senator was in Detroit area again on Wednesday. Their assessments of Michigan's outsized importance are similar. "We're going to win against Michigan. We are going to take back the White House in a monumental landslide," Trump said during a rally in Grand Rapids. Hundreds of Hindu demonstrators took to the streets of capital Dhaka on protesting against attacks on their properties in different corners of Bangladesh after the fall of Sheikh Hasina's regime last week. Improving law and order in Bangladesh is a priority for the new caretaker government, the advisor to the Interior Ministry said. Neeraj Chopra clinches historic silver in javelin throw final, joins elite list of Indian athletes to win multiple medals. Pakistan's Arshad Nadeem notched the top spot with a 92.97 meters throw, whereas Anderson Peters of Grenada backed the bronze with his 88.54 meters attempt. Having been denied a shot at winning an Olympic medal after being disqualified for falling the vegan, Indian wrestler Vinesh Phogat has knocked on the doors of court for arbitration for sport. Vinesh was set to create history by becoming the first ever female wrestler from India to contest for gold medal, but on the day of her bout, her weight was found to be 100 grams more than the limit, and consequently, she was disqualified from the entire event, meaning she won't even get guaranteed the silver medal. The stunning turn of events saw the Indian government getting involved with the country's sports minister, revealing that the National Olympic Committee has lodged a strong protest with the United World Wrestling over the decision. A heartbroken Vinesh announced her retirement from wrestling a day after her disqualification, but she has turned to CS in hopes of being awarded a joint silver medal.